Hey guys, welcome to this video again. You didn't see probably this video, but I attempted to make a review on this Eton FRX2, and unfortunately it was a faulty unit, so I had to get another one, and now I'm gonna go dive in and see this one. So what I learned so far that I had to do beforehand, because I was used with my other backup radio unit with the whole hand crank stuff that doesn't really need anything to begin with. It comes kind of half charged and you can start charging it with a crank. This one instead comes most of the time almost dry at zero battery, and what you do, you take the USB that comes with it that I put on the side somewhere, just a regular old USB right there, and you charge it for a few hours, then it's ready to go. Otherwise, from zero, trying to charge it with a hand crank, it will take you quite a long time, and with a solar as well would take even longer. And now I'm gonna give it a review on how and what works on it. So, to begin with, they claim it has a 500 milliamp charging port right here, which is very, very, very low. I'm not gonna lie, it is low, but it's better than nothing. The charge port itself to charge this device, and the headphone jack or audio jack. In the other side, we have the hand crank right here that spins the motor to charge the battery and whatnot. It is a plastic, not really the best kind, but it's there. The antenna here doesn't go that long, but I guess it would do the job. The solar panel, the button to turn on and off the LED light, has 3 tiny LEDs here on top, and it does pretty okay, I guess. Let me try it. It's not bad. It's not bad for an emergency situation. This is the dial for the radio channels and the weather channels, and this under it, the red one, it's another dial to select between AM, FM radio bands, weather band, and cell, which means to charge through the USB here. So, how this radio works, for anything to function on this radio, this dial is going to be your switch. This is on off position right now. If I flip it to on position, now all the functions are active. Versus my other radio that doesn't really need you to click any button or anything, because the charger is always active and a few things are just always active. As you hear, it has a tiny screen here, which on camera is going to be very hard to show for some reason. As you see, that's the battery. And it shows charging because we are putting it under the light right now. And what else do we have here? Well, let's test. Let me put it on maximum volume. Let's test the radio. I'm afraid from the studio here where I'm at, it's not gonna really capture or listen to any radio stations, and I know that, I'm very aware, because I have the sound insulation and all that stuff, and this area doesn't usually get good radio. 106, 107. I'm going maybe too fast too, but just to show that it works. Anyway, let's go to AM. AM works as well, even though there's really nothing on it. Anyway, and here's the weather radio. Channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 channels on the weather band. And here it flipped to the USB, to the one that most of you are gonna even look at this radio for. Now, let's take our phone, which we use as a guinea pig all the time, and let's try if we can charge it, right? Let me turn it off. So we turn it from off position to show you that, yes, it only works when it's on that on position. And put it here on the phone. Okay, let's lock it so you guys can see better. You see here? it's not charging. And as you see, it doesn't charge automatically like my other radio does. But if we flip this switch on, and it's on USB mode, it will start charging. And as I understand, you are not gonna get a lot of charge if you keep just flipping this, but the radio is at 0. You will have to make sure you charge it first, either with a hand crank or the tiny solar or from the wall plug, in order for it to use that 500 milliamp battery to charge your device. And as we see right now, yes, it is charging. Let me see if I can put it closer to you right there. Come on. Yeah, right there, 43%. And yes, it's charging. So, what do I think about it? Well, the battery is extremely small. And let me show you how small, even physically, that battery is. Let me unplug this one, because it did what we wanted it to do. It started charging. Turn it off first. And let's take the battery out of it. And let me show you. I think it's 1000 milliamp total, the battery capacity. But only 500 milliamp will be put out for your USB needs. Let me go here. Okay. Here's the battery. It is probably the tiniest you could find. As you see right there, 3.7 volts, 1000 milliamps. Which is... I don't know. I'll let you think about it. I'm not gonna say any more about it, because I just wish they put an 11865 inside, is I think if I take this all apart, it would be very possible to make room for an 11865 somewhere inside. And the motor, yeah, it's slow charge and all that, but it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Look at this other radio that I have, that I made a video about it before. It's nameless, right? But everything on it works without pressing any on buttons, on demand first, and all that. And if I want to... Look, as you see right here, for example, the screen is off. It's not on. And I don't need to click any buttons to start charging a device. All I have to do to start charging is just plug this in, as you see right now, and plug it in the device that I want to charge. And that's all. You don't need anything. You don't need to click it on and off like this one here. So, what I'm saying, that they could improve their this design if they wanted to, but they still went... It's not the cheapest radio. It's still $30 even after a discount at Lowe's, $29.99. That is not cheap at all. So, meanwhile, this one is around 30-something dollars, 35 if I'm not wrong, still on Amazon. You can't compare these two. Look at the solar panel here. Look at the solar panel here. We'll look at the antenna here, because that antenna matters when you're talking about manual radio stations or non-digital. Look at the antenna here. I can't even fit it on the screen. These are small details that, for that same money that these people did here, they could have done here. And they are supported somehow by the American Red Cross or endorsed. And look what we have on this radio here. Dude, I'm not gonna even go through the other features. I'm just gonna show you a quick case here. What's in it? There's big batteries inside. And let me take both off. As you see, these are big batteries. Those are not jokes. So, compare the battery you saw on this one with these two. It's ridiculous. Look, the light is still on because this radio as well, besides those big batteries, has the non-rechargeable batteries too. Or you can buy actually these AAA's rechargeable as well if you want to. So, you have so many methods of power and maintaining power on this one for similar price to this one. Come on, guys, at Eton, if you ever watch this video, Take one of these apart and check what they did to make it right. Not to mention the plastic used on this one feels very premium, versus this one feels like those toys that used to come at McDonald's, you know, for kids. Not sure if you're old enough to remember that. But all I'm saying is that it doesn't make sense when you start making such a device to leave it in half. It's not a good thing. Do I think this Eton FRX2 is the worst radio ever made? Absolutely not. No, it does the job. It does what they say it should do, but there's room for improvement. It leaves a lot to desire, which they can improve for that price. As it stands right now, I would say it's worth maybe $10 to $12. $30? No chance. No chance I'm paying $30 for a radio. If I was somebody in emergency or to hold it for emergency backup on the side. Why I paid that money to buy this one is to review it and show you that, yes, there are better radios for the same exact amount of money. Except these guys here, they didn't go and spend money on their stickers and spend money on the Red Cross thing and all that stuff. They made a radio that has charger, that has batteries, that has crank, that has solar, that has outputs which are really good, that has Bluetooth, that has weather radio, all in one, and sell it to you with for a similar price. So, what is my thought on it? If you have nothing else, I guess it's not a bad one. You can just have it, throw it on the drawer there, and recharge it time to time so the battery doesn't go completely stale. So, yes, that happens. And besides that, I would go with this one. It's nameless, but you can pause the video and look for crank, weather, radio, whatever you want to say. Because I have no idea how to search this one. It has no name, but it works amazing. So that's all I look for it. And with that said, I just hope you learned something, and I'm really disappointed on Eton. I'm disappointed. I expected more. I think maybe my expectations were too high about them, and we'll see you next time. Bye!